Hello and welcome back to Hammerhead Sports Productions. Please keep watching my videos and please subscribe. It would be much appreciated. So, we all knew that the Baltimore Ravens do need some help at the wide receiver position, and they went out and got a guy. Many people say it's not probably the best guy. I think they did try to trade for Julio Jones, but they were unsuccessful. So they signed former first round pick, former 1,000-yard wide receiver Sammy Watkins to a 1 year, $6 million contract. And I think, just on a personal note, I think some people are really, just in the NFL media, are really like trying to teabag the Ravens because I feel like we've become so. What's the word I want to say? Like, I don't want to say the one. I want to see if I can find a more sanitized way of putting this. Spoiled, like we have been spoiled with some of the most pass happy offenses of all time compared to the old days when they used to just run it, run it, run it. And I think that really the NFL world doesn't like that the Ravens run it. To be honest, I don't think they like their offense. I don't think that they like the way that they use Lamar Jackson. I don't think they like the way that they play. That's just what I think. They don't like smash mouth football. They want to see the ball in the air, and they don't freaking care about the running backs. They don't care about the fullbacks. They don't like us, and they only like us when there's also a good quarterback or a pass. They still pass and stuff like that. But anyway, back to the video. So, you know, he's not. He's definitely a pretty good receiver. So he's gonna. They already have Mark. No, not Mark. I gotta make sure I pronounce this guy's name because I think he's Antonio Brown's cousin. Uh, Marquise Brown, and then the most other notable guy they got is Tylee. Wallace. Let's just call him Wallace because I'm not gonna even try. I'd rather not embarrass myself. And they're really more known for the tight ends with Mark Edwards. And then they traded the other guy. I think it was either this year or last year. They traded who was really good. Then they picked up Eric Tomlinson to replace that other tight end I was talking about, or Josh Oliver, whatever one. So so I think it's a pretty good contract. I think it's a pretty good signing in terms of he is a guy that definitely has talent. All right, I mean he's not going to probably go for 1,000 yards and everything, but I think he's a guy that if he can stay healthy, gives you 500, 600 yards, and he's a really good red zone guy. If you give him the opportunity, he'll get open in the red zone, and that's what they really need is guys that can really catch in the end zone. You know, they can't just always run it in there. That kind of contradicts what I said before, but you know what I kind of mean with that. That if you get backed, if you don't go forward on first down, then kind of second down, you kind of have to run it at that point. If you don't pick up anything, if you're like at the 12-yard line or something. So he did have a down year, admittedly. He only had 37 catches for 421 and 2 TDs compared to the 2019 season where he had 52 for 673 and 3 TDs. But, you know, he looks pretty good. He's been looking pretty good in training camp. So I expect him to have a pretty good season. As I said, I'm not expecting him to be a 1,000-yard receiver. Brown's probably going to be close to 1,000 because it wasn't cutting it with Willie Snead. And it wasn't cutting it with Michael Crabtree, so that's why they first got rid of Crabtree. And either it was last year or the year prior, they got rid of Snead, who was a big free agent signing originally. And, they've decided to go in this direction with Sammy Watkins. And I think as I said, it was a good move because Lamar Jackson passing yards and TDs did go down, though he still had just as good a season as he did last year on the ground, still rushing for 1,000 yards. And you know what also sucks is that everyone made a big deal about him breaking Michael Vick's record, and then nobody cared that he did it again. Like nobody cared that he was the first quarterback in NFL history to run for back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. Like nobody cared. Not a single news outlet really made a big deal of it, at least the ones that I watched. So it's like, once you do something spectacular, they go, okay, so what? So, it is what it is again. So, with my expectations, I think Sammy's going to maybe do 13. He's going to play maybe 13 games, have like 60 something receptions for 650 around there, and like 9 touchdowns. That's where I'm predicting. Grant, and I'm saying he's not going to play the full season because he's going to get hurt at some point. Like he's going to miss at least a couple of games because he always misses a few games. That's just is a fact of his career. So that's my prediction, and hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.